Now, can you imagine your entire world just crumbling in an instant? Almost like a wrecking ball smashing through the walls of your life and your existence and your happiness and your health. And that's what happened to me. Like my whole entire life changed with 3 words. You have lupus. Okay, let's backtrack a little, or maybe a lot. Growing up, I was always a happy, healthy child and teenager. I remember my sisters being sick, but I don't remember being sick myself until closer to my diagnosis, when I started having like fevers and aches and pains and rashes and headaches on and off. Then my sisters and I went to a fish fry and we all got food poisoning. Now it was so funny. I remember us rushing for the toilet and all kind of thing, and it was a mess. My father took us to the doctor and we all got medication. While everybody was getting better, I was getting worse. And you see, all of them symptoms that were coming on and off, they all came up at the same time. That was when my family doctor suggested that it might be lupus, so she sent me to do a whole lot of blood tests to confirm. Now when she suggested lupus, I went online like an internet child, right? I went online and that was the worst mistake ever. The information that flooded me and the pictures that I saw traumatized me. I was convinced that if I had lupus, I was going to die. That would have been it. And so I just put that at the back of my mind. I don't have lupus, forget that. However, before my results came back, I got so ill I had to be hospitalized. And during the course of my hospitalization, the results came back from my family doctor that I was positive for lupus. So she had sent it to the hospital and they did a test to confirm that result, and that was when they diagnosed me with lupus. A diagnosis of lupus isn't just a diagnosis of lupus, right? Lupus affects different systems of the body, and lupus is a condition in which it doesn't feel like it can be a one-man diagnosis kind of thing. It has to go and pull all of these other conditions with it. So for me, yes, I was diagnosed with lupus, but lupus had started to affect my kidneys, so I was also diagnosed with lupus nephritis. It had started to affect my heart, so I was diagnosed with mitral valve prolapse. It had started to affect my joints, so arthritis. Now, I was having widespread pain, and so fibromyalgia, and a whole lot of other conditions. Lupus changed my entire lifestyle. So my diet had to change. I couldn't even be in the sun for prolonged periods of time without sunscreen and protective clothing, because I developed what's called photosensitivity, which meant that when I was in the sun, I would get sick or I would flare. I couldn't play sports anymore because of the constant pains that I was in. And I had to take so many medications as literally a walking pharmacy. It was a very difficult time for me, a very challenging time for me, but God gave me balance, because in all of the craziness and the trauma of getting a life-threatening illness, I had the most supportive family. My parents are awesome. I cannot imagine life without my sisters. My sisters are everything. And then I also have like wonderful friends, and so my support system was really, really strong. It was really, really strong. I'm so grateful for them. I love all of y'all. Mwah. And what God blessed me with as well was a nice little combination will work really good. Alright, check this. You have indomitable spirit, right? The refusal to lay down and play dead. The will to take back my life and to make the best out of it. So we have that in one section. Then the other section is a nice little working brain. Thank you, Jesus. And he put that together, and that along with faith and the belief is in an unshakable God, a God of impossibilities. All of that little concoction there, yeah, that leads to graduating high school with 10 subjects, even though I was in and out of the hospital. The same thing with university. University was even harder, and I was still able to get a 4.0 GPA, graduate valedictorian for my undergrad degree in criminology and psychology. Was selected as one of the 10 persons in the Caribbean to be accepted into my clinical psychology master's program. Did well, and God never finished with me yet, because then him decide for send me go Dominica. Thank you, CIP and Aldine Chilling for it, where I would do an internship after I'd finished my program. No, that's how the real juicy things them starts. Yes, boo. Okay, so I came to Dominica and magic happened. Magic. Can you believe? So God still never done with my folks? Him still never done with me. And one can't believe say him still never done with me. No, him still never done with me. No. From pregnant until presently, I have had little to no lupus symptoms, right? I'm actually in remission, and like it just keeps on getting better. I'm telling you, like from where I was to where I am, I wish I could have words to adequately explain how elated I am, how blessed I am. I never thought, I always believed that I'd be in remission. I didn't even mentally prepare for it, to be honest, and I didn't imagine how it would feel, but it's wonderful. It is wonderful. The other morning, I wake up and I see butterfly rash on my face. I say, you know what? I'm not even gonna look upon you. I'm not even pay attention to you. I'm not even recognize you because you're woman in that. Them something they done for. By the evening, I see it gone. I say, thank you, Jesus. Thank you, Jesus. You just keep on giving. Keep on giving. Yes, folks. So presently, I am a clinical psychologist and a lecturer at the Dominica State College. I am a mother. I am a wife. And I am in remission, which is absolutely beautiful. I feel so honored presently to be able to live this life and this journey, and to be able to accomplish the things that I've accomplished, to be able to survive the things that I've survived, and to be able to become the person that I am today. Looking back 12 years on my whole journey, I must say the most potent thing that I've realized is this. What I thought was the end of my life was very much so the beginning. And if you have faith in God, if you have the will to overcome whatever obstacle life puts in your path, if you have enough belief in yourself, then your end can also be your beginning. Thank you for watching. Please like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell for all the juicy details about the different things, because this is just a sum up thing, you know. You want some real juice, the real sauce? Yeah, man. Hit the notification bell, like, subscribe, and make us so go on. Yeah, you.